So guys, as you guys may have seen my other videos, I've been doing a bunch of drifting, a bunch of Let's Plays, showing off the car list, everything like that, but I think it's time for this. One of the most requested things that I've been getting on these videos is to do a wheelie. So we're going to take out the Beetle, we're going to upgrade it, we're going to check a tune on it, and get it to pull some mad wheelies. So we do have our Beetle here. Let's head in and start upgrading this thing so we can actually do some wheelies. So this car is being able to work for wheelies in basically every game. I, myself, am just going to copy over my tune exactly from Forza 5 and just see if it works in this game. So we're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. We're going to toss a big monstrous V8 in. And then because that's not enough power, we're going to also twin turbo it. Oh, we do actually have body mods for this Beetle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the front... Yeah, we'll take that off. Nah, we're going to leave it on. I changed my mind. Rear, we are going to toss the lawn chair, totally not a lawn chair, on the roof there. And for the rear bumper, the only thing that I would actually recommend doing to your car, if you do want it to do better wheelies, is remove that. It might get in the way a little bit of doing wheelies. If you're popping it so far back, they might get in the way, so I remove those off. As for the tires, we want to make use of our drag tires here. We'll sadly get rid of our little white wall tires there. We're going to toss on the drag tires, though. We're going to keep the front perfectly stock. We are going to head over to the back, though, and make those as thick as possible. As for the drivetrain stuff, just crank it all the way to the max so we can actually head into the upgrade, or the tuning section, excuse me, and start playing around with these settings so we can actually manipulate this car in such a way to get it to pop a wheelie. So there we go. There's all that stuff done. Let's head over to the brakes, toss these guys on. I believe we're going to toss everything on in the springs and dampeners section as well, except for the roll cage. We don't want a roll cage just because we don't need one. So we're not going to toss it on, and then just toss on the roll bars again so we can tune those later on. Those are going to be the key things that we're going to need in this car, as well as the weight reduction. Super important. And then we will finish off by maxing the power out on this thing and just cranking it all the way up. Alrighty, finishing it off with the flywheel, and we are going to sit at our final horsepower, if you guys do want to replicate this for yourself, should be 790 horsepower, 750 torque, 1,500 pounds, 1,600 pounds, and 43% weight distribution towards the back end, or the front end of the car, I should say. So 43% of the weight is on the front half, as opposed to the other bits over the back. Essentially what that's going to do is have the weight in the back of the car, so when we gun it, the back end's going to stick on the ground, and the front end's going to lift up, and we're going to pop a massive wheelie. So now we got to actually do the tuning. We tossed all those upgrades on so we can actually play around with the tune, and here's what we're going to do. We are going to copy over our tune exactly from Forza Motorsport 5, and we will end up with something that looks kind of strange. So give me a second to just copy over all the numbers, and I will rejoin you with the final tune so you guys can copy it over for yourself. Alrighty, so I've just copied over all the numbers from my Forza 5 version of this car, and here's what it's going to look like. I'm just going to scroll through it so you guys can take a look at it for yourself and toss it on into your car in your game once the game does come out. But I will also upload this tune for you guys if you guys do want to go in and download it. Just search my gamer tag. I'll include the instructions for how to get this tune in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. Now, usually what I would do is I would head over to the drag strip either on the test track or wherever, really. I believe the Hockenheimring also has a drag strip. It does have a drag strip. But for right now, I'm going to head over to Rio and do some wheelies along the big back straight. So because this car is actually one of the best wheelie cars in the game, it can actually do wheelies just about anywhere. For other types of wheelie cars, I'm going to make another video on probably Tuesday, discussing more complicated wheelie cars that can't actually do wheelies everywhere. Like this one, you'll see it pops little wheelies, and if you continue on going, it does some very big ones. So basically the strategy for doing a wheelie is to just sit still, hold your brakes, gun it, rip it up, and you may notice that your car doesn't immediately do a wheelie. It depends where you are on the track. If you do this on a drag strip, I guarantee you this car will do a wheelie, but sadly I'm not allowed to show the drag strip just yet. But like I said, I'll talk about that a little bit on Tuesday when I can talk more about the drag strip and everything. So how exactly do we do a wheelie in this game? Well, we need to play with the brake and the gas a little bit for this particular car because there isn't really that much grip on this particular track. You can see the car's trying to do one, but it is struggling a little bit. That is because on this particular track, there isn't very much grip on the actual surface. Drag strips, for instance, are actually designed in such a way where you have a hell of a lot of grip on the ground so drag cars can get the most amount of grip when launching super hard. But this particular track doesn't have that. This is just a normal road in the middle of Brazil. But as you can see, you can still pop some wheelies down it. You can totally still pop some wheelies down it. Like I said though, take this car over to a track with a hell of a lot of grip on like a start-finish line or something, and you will be able to pop wheelies off the line guaranteed. That's a interesting wheelie. And on that note, I think it's time to end this wheelie video. Like I said, I'm going to do one on Tuesday showcasing the drag strip, how to make cars perfectly for the drag strip, so you can do wheelies super easy like that. So I'll include a link to that in the description down below if it's up already. If not, check out, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys then.